Hi, this is Gina with Perfectly Imperfect Junk Journals. So this video is going to be a longer video. I am going to include hashtag what's in a name and then also my craft room makeover. Before I get started, I want to thank Alia and Cindy for inviting me to join the hashtag what's in a name and then also to let you know a little bit about me and why I named my channel Perfectly Imperfect Junk Journals. So who am I? Well, here's a picture from Snapchat. How about this AI creation? Or just me? But I am sorry, I can't do a video. I have a hard time, so all I can do are pictures. I believe I found this phrase when I started crafting. And crafting was new to me, and I thought to myself, I can never be perfect. And that's basically how I came up with the name. So good old AI gave this description, and it is perfect. Okay, here we go. Perfectly Imperfect. Embracing flaws and imperfection as an essential and beautiful part of being human. The phrase perfectly imperfect captures the idea that perfection is unattainable and that our flaws, quirks, and mistakes are what make us unique and authentic. And isn't that so true, especially when you're an artist or you're creating? So I'm so happy that I was able to incorporate this name with my YouTube channel. Sometimes there's confusion with junk journals in my channel name. Well, I started with only making junk journals, but now I make other crafts. I was also worried about changing my name, so I just stayed with Perfectly Imperfect Junk Journals. Okay, and I am including my Craft Room Makeover because it was not perfect. It also served as a guest room and it was a mess. So I'm going to show you some before and after pictures. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of coffee, a glass of wine, and enjoy. So this room had not been changed for 18 years and it became a craft room. So my desk was at the middle of the room. I had things packed all over against the walls, and the bed was in front of the windows, so it kind of blocked the view and it was hard to open and close the curtains. And when we moved in, the walls were green. I never liked the green, and it took me 18 years to change the color. But as you can see, even the closet was packed. So whenever we had company and we used this room as a guest room, everything just got pushed aside and left plenty of room for our guests. The first thing I needed to do was move everything out, and look at these ugly green walls. I'm so glad I decided to finally do this. So I bet you're wondering, where did I put everything? Well, for almost 2 years, my husband said he was going to put a pool table in here, and that hasn't happened. So I had plenty of room to dump everything. Okay, so the new color is blue and gray. I had a 5-gallon bucket of blue paint and gray paint, so it was very easy to decide. And it's always about the recycles. So what do you think? Do you like the new color? And look where I put my craft desk. I am so much happier that I can now craft and look outside. I did want to add that I really did get rid of a lot of my stuff. I donated and gave away to friends. And as I share the final view of my craft room, it may not look like that because I still have too much stuff. But I hope you enjoy, so let's get started. Okay, we are entering the craft room. Believe me, when we moved 18 years ago, this wasn't intended to be a craft room, but now it is my she shed. I am so grateful that I can add art from some of my YouTube friends. This first piece is from Celeste, and the second is from Jovi when we did a magical swap last year. Aren't they both so beautiful? It looks like I have so much stuff, but honestly, I reduced it by half. So I found these little boxes on Amazon, and I think they were like 6 for $18 or something like that. And then that's how I reduced everything. I just got half of everything and put it back. So my idea with getting this box is to keep everything within this size limit. And just some other things that I have on here. I have my scrapbook paper. I have my hand die cut thing that I manually do. It looks like there's something stuck in there. I have an electrical one too. That's another story. I just patched the washi tape. I don't know why I have so much washi tape. Let's not talk about it. Okay, in these two boxes I have die cuts and some stamps. And then towards the bottom I have some scrapbook paper. I used to have a lot, so I'm so glad that I only have a little bit left. And then on the side, this is just specialty paper like canvas and stuff. And then I have this plastic container and it has some gems, and then I have more plastic containers that have ribbon, and then these 3 black zipping folders have embossing folders. So this wall has crafts that my daughters made when they were younger, like in elementary school, and now they're adults and they're both RNs. And then I also have crafts that I made with my grandson. Okay, these are those mobiles I made with wine corks. They're not supposed to be here. I was supposed to put them somewhere else, so let's just bypass those. I absolutely love this shelf. This is what my dad made, and he carved little hearts in it. So I have 2 of them that he made, and this is one. I'll show the other one later. And then just some other stuff that my kids made for me. As you can tell by this wall, it includes a closet. And as I was going through my boxes, I found plaques that I won when I was a banker. So I thought to myself, why not display them? I did work really hard, and I was so happy that Compass Bank recognized their employees. I started as a banking center manager, and then I moved to small business banking. Of course, this feels like it was 100 years ago. Oh, this storage cabinet was a great deal. I found it at Hobby Lobby, and it was damaged, so I asked the manager, and she gave me 75% off. Sold. I came home and fixed it. For this shelf, I was going to get rid of it and all the cigar boxes, but then I looked at the boxes and I really like them, so I decided to keep them. You know what I mean. One day I will work on them. On the side, this is just a bunch of acrylic pours that I made on canvases. I am so glad that I put the bed against this wall with this original painting. This beautiful picture was at the Ark thrift store, and it was there for 3 months. I went in and I asked the manager, how much does she want for it? She went down from $350 to $79 if I took it that day. Obviously, sold, and I love it. So here's a view of this wall, and I am so happy that I moved the bed here, and I think any guest would enjoy staying in this room. To finish this wall, I bought this heart from Hobby Lobby, and you know it was on clearance. The angel is from my dear aunt, and this lovely lady is from an estate sale. But I really wanted to talk about this mosaic birdhouse. I used to make a lot of mosaic pieces, and this birdhouse, I left it outside and it got damaged, but I decided I'm going to repair it. Look at all the fun designs on it. Here is another mosaic piece that I made. It is missing some tesserae on the top, but it was a large silverware box, and now it houses my punches, which I still need to organize. Okay, what is this on the floor? Oh, they're my magazines. I did get rid of about a third, but I need to stop picking up some at the doctor's office. I am loving magazine collages, so that is my excuse. Anyway, this other group is my husband's high school stuff, which is another one day I will finish. Okay, here is a question to the community. Can you honestly say how many projects you're working on? Please add in the comments below. I would greatly appreciate it. This is what my ultimate goal was, to have my craft desk looking outside. I honestly don't know why it took me so long, but I love it. So for my desk area, I bought this side table at a yard sale for only $5. And all around my desk, I have crafting supplies that are just readily available. And as far as my main craft desk, my husband bought it for me 18 years ago, and it still works great. Do you remember last month when I made those faux frosted glass? Well, I had some left over, so I went ahead and added them to my window. Oh, and you might be able to see that planter outside. I just put it together, and I am going to start growing vegetables. And then here on the side, I made it convenient by adding scrap blue paper, towels, and such, just to make it easy. Something new that I am doing, I found this at Goodwill, and I'm keeping my current projects close by, so that way I can monitor where I'm at. And this shelf has my completed journals, my current journals, and I like to save memory books, so sometimes I like to just sit back, listen to music, and go through them. Okay, this is the final wall. As you can see on the right, I mounted the TV instead of having it on the floor, and although I can't really see it if I'm crafting, I added my phonograph and my radio on the far left side, so sometimes I'll just listen to music. And then if I just want to watch a good movie and not craft, I just hang out on the daybed and I have a screen right there to watch my favorite movie. As you can see, I also added my sewing machine close by and another crafting cabinet. Okay, I have to tell you about this chest. This was my great-grandmother Rebecca's chest, and I am so lucky to have it. But what do I have inside? It is full of pens, pencils, some watercolor supplies, but mainly full with pencils. I haven't organized it yet, so I'm a little bit worried if I open it, everything will bust out. And I'm not kidding. I am so lucky that I can use this room as my craft room. I love the fireplace and it keeps me cozy warm in the winter. And I was so happy that I found this stamper picture because it looks perfect here right above the fireplace. So I decided not to give a tour of the closet. I try to stay under 10 minutes and I'm a little over, but I will tell you I cut the supplies in half and it is very organized. So that is it. Thank you for letting me share who I am, how I created Perfectly Imperfect Junk Journals, and my craft room semi-makeover. And please let me know in the comments below if you just redid your craft room, and please share the video. Thank you so much to my subscribers. You guys mean so much to me. I appreciate that you stop by and view and then add any comments. And if you're a new viewer, welcome to my channel. I hope you have a wonderful day and thank you again. Bye-bye.